All right, everybody, welcome once again to another broadcast of Monica at Home. I'm your lovely little chocolate tree of the evening, Miss Monica Foster. Hopefully best known from my website, monicaathome.com, but I'm sure many of you know me from my official website, monicaF.com. And I do encourage many of you to visit it because, I don't know, if you like watching this broadcast, you might enjoy sexy webcam shows from me even more. So anyway, welcome everybody to the chat. You know, I made it for Wednesday's broadcast, but it was extremely brief because I was actually exhausted. I've been waking up fairly early in the mornings nowadays. You know, I'm trying to keep myself on a good self-imposed work schedule, and you know, when it gets to be late like this, it's close to 10:30 p.m. out here in California. You know, when it gets late, I get pretty damn tired. So maybe I'll have to change the time of this broadcast. You know, I've been thinking about doing that for a while. I've been actually thinking about changing the days also, but I haven't, mainly because I know that many of you out there are used to watching me at this certain time. So we'll see. We'll see. And let me go ahead and plug my book in the beginning of the broadcast. For those of you who are new to this broadcast, Monica at Home is a broadcast I like to do about adult entertainment industry news, gossip, events, happenings. But I also talk about things just pertaining to my own life, and as time goes on, this broadcast will become a lot more about just my life because I'm moving away from porn. But if you want to know my assessment of the current porn industry, at least what it's been from my entrance into it from 2008 till the beginning of 2009, buy my book from Amazon.com, Getting Into Porn, the handbook, a simple guide on the porn industry. I put a lot of time and effort into this book, so I encourage any of you to check it out. Read it, get some insight as to what's going on and what's going down in the adult entertainment industry right now, because, you know, since I've last really reported news on the adult entertainment industry, so much has happened. Let's go ahead and touch on Miss Kacey Jordan, because she is just out of control. And I really do enjoy following her Twitter. You know, it's a guilty pleasure because it's just wild. It's wild. You know, about a week or so ago, she landed in the hospital again, which was unfortunate. She had a bit of an anxiety attack, according to her Twitter. But she seems to be out, and she's posting up a storm once again. I encourage everyone to check her out on twitter.com/Miss Kacey Jordan, because I'd have to say she's probably one of the most entertaining adult actresses out there as of current, and I hope that she somehow is able to harness all this attention being thrown her way and funnel it into something really positive and productive that can set her up for the rest of her life, you know. Hopefully her family too. I noticed that she posted a photo of her mom on her Twitter, which I thought was interesting. She has a young mom, very hot mom too. They would be prime candidates for some sort of a reality show. You know, there have been mother-daughter reality show attempts made, but not yet has there really been one that's been what I consider to be really successful and that's, you know, caught on and that, you know, middle America has fallen in love with. But I'm starting to wonder if Kacey Jordan and her mom could be just the ticket. Maybe so. Reality producers out there, check her out. Check her out. Oh, someone's asking if I'm going to be going to Adult Con. No, I will not. I will not be at Adult Con because I just really don't want to go. You know, I love reading about the adult entertainment industry. You know, I'm working really hard to get my first, you know, release put out there by July. Might happen. It might happen. If not July, maybe it'll be later, but I'm trying to get my first feature shot, and it might not end up being adult. I don't know the way it's going, but it's a parody of my one of my favorite vampire movies, Queen of the Damned. So, you know, we'll see. If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It'll get done eventually, but I don't know if it'll get done on the time frame that I'm working on, but we'll see. I need more money. I need more money. I'm self-funding this project. I self-fund all my projects. But, yeah, if you want to invest in a independent film that I would like to be adult, but it doesn't have to be adult, then get in contact with me through monicaf.com. Click on the contact form. So, yeah, that's going on. But, you know, speaking of myself, you know, I've noticed that there's a lot of untrue things circulating about me online. I Googled myself the other day and came across some things that I don't know why people would write them about me. I've even noticed where people have posted as me, and it's not even me writing certain things online. So I guess all I can say in regards to that is please don't believe everything that you read online. I don't mind getting emails from some of you asking certain things, but you know, I feel like I put a lot of myself out there via my blogs, my video blogs, my webcam shows, both, you know, adult and regular. And I really feel like if you're someone who's followed me for whether it be just a few months or over the years, you should know by now what kind of person I really am. And some of this hateful shit that people have been writing about me online, I mean, they've gone out of their way to write about me. It's just like, you know, come on. Is it bothering you that much that I wrote a book about the industry? Is it bothering you that much that I like to talk about adult entertainment and things that happen to me in porn and things I notice that are both good and bad? Does it bother people that I don't pander to certain people or kiss ass? I have no idea, but I'm just getting really sick and tired of reading shit about me online. It's really irritating. It's wrong. I mean, I've gotten over certain things, especially when it came to people attacking my family and people close to me, but at this stage, you know, I guess all I'm saying is, if you have an issue with me, have an issue with me and confront me face to face. Don't do it anonymously. You know, if you have something to say and you really believe what it is that you want to say it to my fucking face. That's right. So, well, here's something interesting. You know, the .XXX domain apparently was approved. I'm not sure if those domains are already available for sale, but I do remember that there was a reservation form on some website that you could fill out. I'll do some research on that to see if I can find that form again and link it up on monicaathome.com. But I reserved mine, you know, for my stage name. But I'm wondering how much they're going to sell these domains for and where they're going to be available through. And if it's going to become enforced for adult websites to be under a .xxx domain. You know, let me look up some information on that real quick. On March 18th, 2011, ICANN's board approved the execution of the registry agreement with the ICM for the .xxx sponsored top-level domain. The vote was 9 in favor, 4 against, with 3 abstentions. So some people abstain from voting, I guess. But let's see, it says ICM is expected to make over $200 million a year with 3 to 5 million domain registrations as companies are anticipated to defensively register their domains. Wow, so they'll make a lot of money. Well, probably the only ones that I'll get, if any, will be MonicaFoster.xxx and MonicaF.xxx. But I mean, I guess some of the larger studios, they're going to really have to, you know, hurry up and reserve their domains if they don't want to have someone else squat on it. Because, I mean, even though squatting, you know, there are legal actions you can take against internet squatters, but still, you know, people do it. Here's a book I wanted to promote by an online friend of mine named Margo Macabee. It's called Masks of Nudity. This is, you know, Margo sent me this book back when I first started my broadcast. Red Tea-Back, which is an acronym for Real Exotic Dancers Talk Back. That's a little online show I started years ago, which you know, Monica at Home has replaced Red Tea-Back. But this was when I was first doing my very online show about exotic dancing, because I was an exotic dancer from 2002 to about 2007, you know, a little bit in 08. You know, that's really when I got into porn. But when I started that online show, you know, I was interviewing friends of mine and everything who are dancers. This girl found me through my MySpace page for Red Tea-Back, and she was telling me about this book that she wrote about, I think a lot of the book is about herself and her own experiences in the exotic dancing circuit. But she writes it, you know, fictitiously. But it's such a cool book. It's a thick book, but it's a quick read, really. And, you know, I actually read this book at the perfect time of my life because, you know, I was ending my career as an exotic dancer. You know, I was totally burnt out. You know, I'd worked at pretty much every club in South Florida, and you know, I was working more as a bartender at that stage anyway. But this book pretty much summed up my experiences as an exotic dancer too, because I knew so many girls that mirrored the characters in this book. So, you know, if you're someone who has been an exotic dancer too, or if you're someone who's just curious about, you know, the different paths your life can take when you work as a dancer via the choices that you make, I do recommend Masks of Nudity. I'm sure you can pick it up through any book chain or through Amazon.com, but it's a good book. It's a really good book. I really enjoyed reading it, so I want to talk about that today. So let's see, what else do I want to talk about, being that this show is mainly about adult entertainment news, gossip, events, happenings, and more. Oh, here's something I want to talk about, you know, and I'm so, you know, in the past I have criticized Mr. Marcus. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Marcus is probably one of the most well-known black male porn stars, or just simply porn stars out there. He shoots a good scene. He shoots one hell of a scene. I've never worked with him, but I have watched quite a few of his scenes. And he's sexy. He's a sexy guy. But, yeah, I've criticized him in the past due to a few comments that he's made. But all in all, you know, he's someone that I definitely respect in the adult entertainment industry. But I wanted to talk about a movie, which I assume has been released today. The press release said it was going to be released in April. It's a movie called Sex Drive. It's called Sex Drive. You can probably pick it up through Adult DVD Warehouse. I'll link it up through monicaathome.com. But the box cover is beautiful. It features Bethany Benz, who was Caviar on VH1's For the Love of Ray J, Season 1. Baby Cakes, Melody Nakai. She played Vanessa in Not the Cosbys, XXX. Who else is in it? Avani Soleil. She's kind of new on the scene. Not too new. I'm not sure. I think she was with ATMLA.com, Shy Love's agency, initially, but recently she's switched over to LA Direct Models, which is very surprising because LA Direct Models very, very rarely has a black face on their website. But they have Avani Soleil, so she's a hot black girl to watch in porn. But who else is featured in this video? Lexington Steele, Nat Turner, and Tommy Gunn. I'm assuming dark-haired Tommy Gunn. Oh, I hope so, because I am planning on getting this movie. Again, it's called Sex Drive. The box cover is beautiful. It looks like it's a high-end. I'm not sure whether it's a high-end Gonzo movie or a high-end feature. It looks kind of like the ebony answer to Wicked Speed, judging from the box cover. But I'm going to watch this movie. Mr. Marcus made it. I encourage everyone else out there to check out this movie as well, because I am just quite excited to watch, to watch the action. Because I'm really into the whole cast, especially Bethany Benz. I think Bethany Benz is one of the sexiest women in porn right now, period. And to top it off, she's a multiracial. I guess she defines herself as being black, but she's a multiracial girl, which is, we're so few and far between. Anyone of color in porn is so few and far between. So, I'm all about Bethany Benz, but she's hot. She's hot. She's a real sexy girl. But I'm hoping that Bethany Benz was paired up with Lexington Steele. That would make for one hell of a scene. And I am wondering which Tommy Gunn is in this movie. Is it Tommy with the dark hair or the blonde hair? I'm assuming the dark hair. I hope so, because that's one guy that I'd love to fuck. Hell. Yeah. I met him once at a party with a guy I was dating at the time. Damn it. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about tonight? Well, let me just go to the chat room. Oh, and I did turn on my phone line for the evening. I totally forgot about that. So let me give you guys the number if anyone wants to call in and ask a question or make a comment. The number here is 323-366-8160. Have I ever been on TMZ? No, I have not, luckily. I think I've gotten all the notice that I can handle for a little while. I think I've been exposed enough. I know. Well, there should, what? I'm so glad that someone in the chat room just brought this up. Someone just brought up, there seem to be no contract girls of color these days. Exactly. I've been talking about this since I got into porn. I talk about it in my book. Under Problems with the Adult Entertainment Industry is that there still is a lot of racism going on. But really what I feel, or what I would like to see happen, would be a studio to open that would be, that would focus on high-end ethnic content, and then maybe they could put people under contract and give them fair wages for their work and, benefits and all that kind of good stuff. And I think that's going to happen. It seems to be happening slowly but surely. I mean, I'm so stoked about, Mr. Marcus's movie coming out, and that's a step in the right direction. You have studio owners like Naomi Banks out there. Who else is doing their own thing that's a woman of color? Vanessa Blue. Alexander DeVoe's wife, Cherie English, she founded the Urban X Awards, which is a huge thing, even though I do believe that her husband is pretty much owned by Jules Jordan. But anyways, but no, I mean, us ethnic people are getting things together when it comes to the adult entertainment world. But, I guess I can't really say us, because I'm not sure that I'm included, because I haven't shot a scene since the beginning of '09, and I don't really plan to, unless it's for my own studio. Things are happening. Things are happening. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight, and if you want to learn more about me, you can always visit my official website, monicaf.com, or if you want to see archives of this broadcast, you can always check out www.monicaathome.com or youtube.com/monicaathome. Now, as I stated in my last broadcast, being that my show is now 420 friendly, I am going to invite all of you to chill out if you are in a place that you can legally smoke out in and join me for some sexy private webcam shows. Links are on my official website, monicaf.com. And, you know, otherwise, have a great night. Bye.